Welcome all for the lesson on conformational isomers of propane and butane. As we have seen in the previous module, conformational isomers are the different three-dimensional structures obtained for the same molecule when we do a complete rotation about a carbon-carbon single bond in the molecule. Now we are going to discuss about the conformations of propane. The two most important conformations of propane are given here. The staggered conformation, that is the most stable conformation of propane, and the least stable conformation of propane is eclipsed conformation. This eclipsed conformation is having 14 kilojoules per mole higher energy than the most stable conformer of propane, the staggered conformer. This higher energy is due to the eclipsing repulsive interaction between the bonded electron pairs present in the front and back carbon atoms. This is the front carbon connected to two CH2 hydrogens and one methyl group. The backside carbon is connected to three hydrogen atoms. So in between these two bonded electron pairs, there is a repulsive interaction that increases the energy of the molecule by 4 kilojoules per mole. Similarly, these two CH bonds, one in the front and one at the back, these two bonded electron pairs are also eclipsing, and there is a repulsive eclipsing interaction here that also raises the energy of the molecule by another 4 kilojoules per mole. And here there is a CC bond in the front carbon and CH bond at the back carbon. And this eclipsing repulsive interaction increases the energy by 6 kilojoules, not 4 kilojoules as in the other case. This 6 kilojoules per mole is because apart from the repulsion between the bonded electron pairs, there is a steric repulsion between the methyl group and hydrogen. That is why this eclipsing interaction increases the energy by 6 kilojoules per mole. So 4 kilojoules due to this eclipsing interaction, 4 due to this, 6 due to this. Altogether, this eclipsing conformation has 14 kilojoules of energy higher than the most stable staggered conformer. In the eclipsed conformation, we can see the distance between the methyl carbon and the backside hydrogen is 1.9 angstrom unit, whereas in the staggered conformer, the distance between this methyl carbon and hydrogen is 2.4 angstrom unit. Since in the eclipsed conformation, the hydrogen and methyl groups are lying closer, there is a steric repulsion. That is why there is a higher rise in the energy of the molecule. So from all our discussions, we can understand the most stable conformation of propane is staggered, and that has got the lowest energy. The least stable conformer of propane is the eclipsed conformer, and it has got the highest energy, and it has got 14 kilojoules per mole higher energy than the most stable staggered conformer. And this is the three-dimensional structure of propane. Here this is the carbon number 1, the front carbon. The second carbon is at the back. The second carbon is connected to two hydrogens and one methyl group. We can visualize all the carbon atoms now. Now we are visualizing the Newman projection of the propane molecule. And this is the staggered conformer where the three hydrogens in the front carbon and the backside three bonds are not eclipsing. The dihedral angle between this CH bond and the CH bond at the backside carbon is 60 degree. This is the staggered conformer. Now let us rotate the molecule by 60 degrees. We end with an eclipsed conformation. When we do another 60-degree rotation, we end with staggered. Another 60-degree rotation gives eclipsed conformation again. Another 60-degree gives a staggered, eclipsed and staggered. So now we have done one complete rotation. While we do complete rotation, 360-degree rotation, we come across the eclipsed and staggered conformations. This is a complete rotation. When we do a 360-degree rotation, we are coming across several conformational isomers. Apart from eclipsed and staggered, there are so many other skewed conformers. In the eclipsed conformation, there are two CH bond repulsion. The front CH bond and back CH bond, they are repelling each other. These two CH bonded electron pairs are repelling each other. And here a CH and CC bonds are repelling each other. And each CH bond repulsion, CH repulsion gives rise in the energy of the molecule by 4 kilojoules. So there are two eclipsing interactions which are giving rise to 8 kilojoules of energy per mole. And there is another CH-CC bond repulsive interaction that raises the energy of the molecule by 6 kilojoules per mole. So altogether, all these three eclipsing interactions raise the energy of propane by 14 kilojoules per mole. Now we shall discuss about the conformations of butane. As in the case of ethane and propane, butane also has infinite number of conformations. And in butane, there are 3 CC bonds. Now we are considering the rotation about the single bond between C2 and C3. Among all the conformations of butane, the anti-conformation or anti-periplanar conformation is found to be the most stable one. There are infinite number of conformations possible for butane. Among all that, the most important conformations are given here. The most stable conformer of butane is anti-periplanar conformer or anti-periplanar conformation. The least stable conformation is the syn-periplanar conformation, which is an eclipsed conformation. And in this conformation, all these 6 bonds, the 3 bonds present in the front carbon and the 3 bonds present in the backside carbon are eclipsing. The bonded electron pairs are eclipsing and they are repelling each other, and because of that this conformer has got the highest energy. And the two CH bonds, CH in the front and CH at the back, they are repelling each other and raises the energy of the molecule by 4 kilojoules per mole. Similarly, this also increases energy. And here also we expect the increase in energy due to this eclipsing interaction by 4 kilojoules, but it is found to be a higher value. It is because it is not only a repulsion between the bonded electron pairs, but there is a steric repulsion between these two methyl groups. So this eclipsing repulsive interaction increases the energy of the molecule by 17 kilojoules per mole. That is why 4 due to this and 4 due to this repulsive interaction and 17 due to this repulsion. So altogether 25 kilojoules of energy is possessed by this molecule more than the anti-periplanar conformation. Therefore, in this diagram, where we have taken the potential energy of the molecule in the y-axis and the dihedral angle between the two CC bonds, and here in the x-axis. So here in the syn periplanar or syn coplanar conformation, the dihedral angle between the two CC bonds is 0 degree, and this is the one with the highest energy. So this is 0 degree dihedral angle, and this is the energy corresponding to the syn periplanar conformation. Now, keeping the front carbon rigid, when we rotate the backside carbon by 60 degrees, we end with a staggered conformer. This is called a staggered gauge conformer. Since it is staggered, we expect it to be the most stable one, but it has slightly higher energy than the anti-periplanar conformation. It is having 3.2 kilojoules higher energy than the anti-periplanar conformation. So after 60 degree rotation, this syn periplanar conformation, after 60 degree rotation, it becomes staggered gauge conformation, that is represented by this point. And at this point we can see that this conformation is having 3.2 kilojoules higher than the most stable staggered conformation. And this is because of the steric repulsion between these two methyl groups. When we do another 60 degree rotation, we arrive at another eclipsed conformation called anticlinal eclipsed conformation. And here the CH-CH bond repulsion is there, then CH-CC bond repulsion, CH-CC bond repulsion are there. The CH-CH repulsion increases the energy by 4 kilojoules, and these eclipsing interactions together increase the energy of the molecule by 10 kilojoules. So 10 plus 4. So this anticlinal eclipsed conformer has 14 kilojoules of energy higher than the anti-periplanar conformation. Now, when we do another 60 degree rotation, it becomes anti-staggered conformation. This anti-staggered conformation is called anti-periplanar conformation or anti-coplanar conformation. This is found to be the most stable conformation because all the 6 bonds are kept far from one another. The bulky groups are also anti to one another. At the same time, they are lying on the same plane. They are coplanar. They are coplanar and they are present in the opposite direction. That is why we call it as anti-conformation. And this has got the lowest energy. As we have seen in the diagram, when we do a 60 degree rotation in a syn periplanar conformation, we end with a gauge staggered conformer, and that is not being the most stable. It is having 3.2 kilojoules per mole higher energy than the anti-periplanar conformation. It is because of the steric repulsion between the two methyl groups. When we continue our rotation from 0 to 60, 60 to 120 like that, finally after 360 degree rotation, once again it attains the syn coplanar or syn periplanar conformation where we find methyl-methyl eclipsing interaction, and because of that, that syn coplanar conformation has got the highest energy. This is the three-dimensional structure of butane, and now we are looking at the Sahar's projection of N-butane. This is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3 and carbon number 4. And let us see the Newman projection of the same molecule. This carbon number 2 is at the front, carbon number 3 is at the back of it, and we are not able to see that. So this carbon number 2 we consider as the front carbon, to which two hydrogen atoms are connected along with a methyl group. And the backside carbon, carbon number 3, is connected with two hydrogens and a methyl group. Now it's clear. This conformation is called anti-periplanar conformation or anti-conformation, because the two bulky methyl groups present in the carbon number 2 and carbon number 3 are in the opposite direction, and at the same time they are at the same plane. Carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, all the 4 carbon atoms are on the same plane, and the two methyl groups are in the opposite direction. So this conformation is called as anti-conformation or anti-coplanar conformation. Let us see what happens when we do a rotation about carbon-carbon single bond between carbon number 2 and 3. This carbon number 2 and 3, they are connected by a single bond. Let us do a rotation about this bond. When we do a rotation, we see when the two methyl groups are coming nearer, you can find a small jerk in the molecule. That shows that conformation is very unstable. When the two methyl groups are coming, let us see it once again. We are doing a rotation. When the two methyl groups are coming one behind the other, when they eclipse, you can find a small jerk. That shows there is a repulsion between the two methyl groups. So when we do rotation about carbon-carbon single bond, we are coming across several conformations: eclipsed, staggered, gauche. Among all these conformations, this anti-periplanar conformation is the most stable, and this eclipsed conformer is the least stable with the highest energy. We will continue our discussion with the conformations of cyclic molecules in the next lecture. Thank you all.